And yo, what up everybody, man? This is a video that it really breaks my heart to do, man. It really breaks my heart because this is a character that when he was first introduced, I was absolutely in love with the character. Like, I absolutely love this kid. But now that we're 115 episodes into the Boruto franchise, it's with a very heavy heart that I must say that Iwabe is going to be the first character from the Boruto generation who's going to fall into the Wasted Potential series. And I just want to give a moment of silence for Iwabe because this is a character that when he was first introduced had so much potential. So much potential. Like, let's go back to episode 2 of the Boruto series, right? When Iwabe is first given to us, not only does he slap around Boruto, the prodigal son who's coming into the academy, being able to use multiple shadow clones, he's clearly skilled at a lot of stuff, but Iwabe slaps this dude around, and as a genin, or excuse me, not even as a genin, as an academy student, he's using Earth Release, and he's doing so in a very proficient manner. His taijutsu was way ahead of the other members of his class. Now, I know that Iwabe failed twice, but that's what immediately caught my eye. Naruto failed the graduation exam 3 times. He failed it 3 times. It was like you saw a parallel there. And then when Iwabe is talking, he says, all of you snot-nosed little brats, you've gotten so used to this peaceful era. You're soft. Like, you're soft. Like, when he said that, it reminded me of when Kobe Bryant is staring down Dwight Howard and he just calls him soft in front of everybody on the basketball court on national television. That's essentially what Iwabe did. And you just got this idea that Iwabe was a character cut from a different cloth. And he even says it on more than one occasion. He's like, yo, if I would have been alive during the Warring States era, or excuse me, if I would have been alive during the time where Konoha was going through all these different wars, like the Second Great Ninja War and the Third Great Ninja War, they would have graduated me early. And there's some truth to what he's saying. Iwabe is a blockhead, don't get me wrong. He's a complete and utter blockhead. But during the Second Great Ninja War, and especially the Third Great Ninja War, when Konoha was severely depleted of military assets, and so they're grabbing academy students earlier than they would have graduated, and they're just sending them out because Heroes and Sarutobi needed bodies for the war. And I'll say this right now, my boy Anime Balls Deep has a really good series breaking down each of the ninja wars and what caused them. I highly recommend checking out his documentary series on that because it's very informative. But Iwabe would have been plucked out sooner, and even the academy instructors, they all say that Iwabe is seriously talented. It's just that the kid was stupid. But at the same time, when you look at everything that was driving him, and you look at the fact that Iwabe is a character who's shown a vast level of knowledge when it comes to different jutsu, when it comes to just the mechanics of how the jutsu operate, Iwabe clearly has the battle sense. And even when you look at the Chunin exams, when they're fighting against Shinki and everything, Iwabe, now granted Shinki ran through their team, but Iwabe had some pretty quick thinking. During the first Chunin exams test, Iwabe was the one who used his Earth Release in order to keep Dinky and Metal Leaf from falling down. Like, Iwabe shows that level of battle sense that you have to appreciate. And the first sign that we got that Iwabe's character was going to start taking a nosedive was during the Hidden Mist arc, when we find out that Iwabe's family had a connection to the Hidden Mist village, and that Iwabe's grandfather was killed by the former 4th Mizukage, the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails. When we find out that Yagura did it during the Bloody Mist arc, that was something that just makes you say, okay, Iwabe's going to get his moment. And then Iwabe does absolutely nothing of value in that arc. It was something that really pissed me off. I really felt as if Iwabe should have been more front and center. Like, instead of having Boruto play a vital role in bringing down this new generation of the 7 Mist Ninja swordsmen, we should have seen Iwabe as the one who played the vital role in that. Like, it would have been something that gave us a real payoff to something that was being set up for the character, for him to get real closure into what happened during that arc, in particular when it comes to his grandfather and just that baggage that was being carried. When you look at the fact that Iwabe, all of a sudden, he joins Udon's team. Like, let that sink in. He joins Udon's team. That's like being a really talented NBA player and then being told, yeah, we're gonna send you to New Orleans, an organization that ain't never done anything. I love New Orleans as a city, but that team isn't going anywhere. It's never going anywhere. Or you're being a very talented team or player and you're being sent to Charlotte. Like, the Hornets ain't gonna amount to nothing because their owner sucks. Love Michael Jordan as a player, but he sucks as an owner. Like, it's something like that. You're just having their potential wasted. Like, Udon, like, I have this theory, and one of you guys actually commented this, and it was really nice to see that more than one person shares this theory. But I have this theory that there's more to Team Konohamaru than has been let on, just because of the fact that Ebisu is a special trainer and he trains people who have Hokage level talent or aspirations. And I mean, Konohamaru, I'm not gonna spoil it, 'cause I am gonna make a video on it, but I mean, so far Udon just shows that he has a bad sinus problem. He has boogers and snot, and that basically leads to his jutsu. But I mean, Udon ain't nothing special. Udon ain't nothing special, and that's Iwabe's teacher. That's Iwabe's teacher. Like, in the academy arc, everyone makes this huge fuss over the fact that he's super talented, and then you give him Udon as a teacher. You give Dinky as his teammate. I guess it's because Dinky has the book smarts. Metal Lee is taijutsu heavy, very spirited, and you need Dinky there to balance everything out. I get it, but at the same time, it's just like, you wasted my man. You wasted him. I get what Naruto was trying to say when he was going through and picking the different candidates for Chunin, and he's like, well, you know, Dinky's grown the most as a shinobi, and he's better suited to lead from behind, just like a leader should be. And yet at the same time, it's like, you could have further developed Iwabe because of how far ahead he was from his classmates, and because he had that mentality that is something that would have better fit when Naruto was growing up. And hell, go back even further when Itachi and Kakashi were coming up. That was something that could have been further emphasis on there. Like, he's got multiple earth release jutsu. His taijutsu was very advanced, and again, just the way that he breaks down the main character, that was something that you could have continued to build on. Like, when it comes to the Hokages, we know that from the day Naruto became Hokage, that he watched Naruto become Hokage. He looks at him and says, okay, I've done my research on this guy. He was a complete and utter idiot, and look at him, he's now the Hokage. He had nobody, and now he's the Hokage. He enrolls in the Ninja Academy, and then he proceeds to fail twice, but everything ninjutsu related, everything that is combat related, he completely stands out. We know that from Iwabe's words that Iwabe has greater aspirations. We know that he has an encyclopedia-like knowledge when it comes to all the Hokages. Like, when Kakashi shows up, he's one of the first people. He ain't like Mirai saying, is he really on a different level like that? No, he knows everything about Kakashi. He's fanboying over Kakashi. And it's just like, all these aspects of his character are stuff that could have been built on, and yet the series has pushed them back. Like, I personally, I know that they weren't going to do this because of the Boruto movie, but I personally would have loved to see him on a team with Boruto and Sarada. I know a lot of people, they love Mitsuki, and I get why they did it, in particular because of everything that Orochimaru's been setting up with Boruto and Mitsuki. And at the same time, just from a dynamic standpoint, I really feel as if Iwabe would have been the best choice to be on a team with Boruto, because Iwabe's personality can keep Boruto in check. I know that's largely Sarada's job, but Iwabe could also be positioned in that team to be a rival to Sarada, because Iwabe has high aspirations as well. Sarada wants to become the next Hokage. Like, that could have been used as a way to add more of a rival aspect to push Sarada, because that is a shonen trope. Rivals do push the main character to exceed their limits in order to reach their potential. While Sarada isn't the main character, she is a critical part of the cast. She is one of the main characters. So Iwabe could have been used in that aspect. I mean, I just look at what this character could have been, and while part of me does hold out hope, because if you go back to 2017, if you go back to then, it was stated that Sumire and Dinky and Iwabe at some point would show up in the Boruto manga. That was stated. I did a video on that on Kryptonian Saiyan, talking about will Iwabe and Dinky and Sumire ever become genin. I did get that wrong, but I did mention this clip where it was stated that they would show up. And so I do have hope that at some point maybe Iwabe will show up, and yet at the same time, I really feel as if the anime's done a poor job with him. But I want to hear from the Iwabe fans. What do you guys think about Iwabe? How do you think his character's been handled? Do you agree with me he's wasted potential, or do you still cling to the notion that because we're 115 episodes into the series, which is a lot, mind you, that is a lot. lot. That is roughly over 2 years worth of time. So again, I feel like it's early enough. I know some people don't feel that. So let me know, what do you want to see from Iwabe in the future? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.